Anthony Grasso here, bringing you financial news you can use. In this video, I'm going to do a stock analysis and recommendation on Lithium Americas. I will go over a summary of the company, its product offerings, recent headline news, financials, analyst projections, and give it my buy, hold, or sell recommendation for both the short term and the long term. And as always, don't forget to smash that like button down below and consider subscribing and hit that notification bell if you'd like to hear daily stock reviews and recommendations. So let's get right into it. So Lithium Americas operates as a resource company in the United States and Argentina. The company explores for lithium deposits. It primarily holds interest in the Argentina project located in Jujuy province of Argentina, and owns 100% interest in the Thacker Pass lithium project located in Humboldt County in the northern Nevada area. The company was formerly known as Western Lithium USA Corporation and changed its name to Lithium Americas Corporation in 2016. Now, the company was incorporated in 2007 and is headquartered in Vancouver, Canada. So let's go ahead and look at some news of the company going on right now. So a company announced key federal permitting milestones, which was completed for the Thacker Pass lithium mining project in Nevada. Subsequently, the company said it would seek to raise around $350 million in new common stock offering. The battery quality product from the mines is intended to supply what is expected to be a strong demand from a growing electronic vehicle industry. The financing news should be considered good for shareholders who want the company to continue to invest for the potential from mining projects, because that's basically what they do. So let's go look at some of the fundamentals. Now, the company has a market capitalization currently of $2.7 billion with a current share price of $22.20. Now, that's slightly overvalued from the fundamentals, but we'll get into the future projections of the revenue of the mines. Now, there has been no revenue for the company in 2018, 2019. That's because the mines aren't operational yet. And the company is expected to report earnings per share negative of 13 cents per share, down 85% from the prior year quarter. It's projected to end 2020 with a negative 340 million in earnings. No revenues because, as I've said, the mines are not operational at the moment. It's projected 2024 revenue, though, is projected to be $227 million with earnings at $38 million by the end of 2024. Let me bring it back here. Now, the Thacker Pass has the start of production targeted for the third quarter of 2022, and the Argentina facility is expected to be completed by year-end 2021, currently more than 60% finished, and is forecast to produce about 40,000 tons of battery-grade lithium carbonate annually for 40 years. Offtake agreements are in place for 90% of production. Total construction cost should be around $565 million. Thacker Pass may produce about 60 tons of battery-grade lithium carbonate per year over an even longer period, about 46 years. Phase 1 construction costs for the Lithium Americas 100% owned project are projected to be about $581 million. Now, the company does have a strong balance sheet. Factoring in the recent $350 million offering, Lithium Americas has net cash around $300 million. It is a pre-revenue company, so it generates negative operating income and operating cash flow. Lithium Americas' operating cash flow deficient averaged about $8 million per quarter over the first 9 months of 2020, but that shortfall is relatively modest, though, in relation to its cash position. Now, cash flow should turn positive in early 2022 as the Argentina project becomes commercial production and starts ramping out those tons of carbonate. Now, it is kind of overvalued right now on the price to book ratio of 20.8 times compared to the metals and mining industry average of 2.9 times, though. Take that in consideration. And the company is forecast to become profitable over the next 3 years. So what do the analysts say on this stock? The analysts are about 50% hold and 50% buy. That's because the recent run up in price, it kind of ran up to $29 a share and came back down to a little over 20. So the average stock price target over the next 12 months is an $18.50 mid-range with a high end of $22 and a low estimate of $15. So we're trading slightly above that right now. Now, going over the few analyst reports, which there's not too many out there. Investors might also notice recent changes to the estimates for the company. These estimates revisions tend to reflect the evolving nature of short-term business trends. As such, positive estimate revisions reflect analyst optimism, though, about the company's business and profitability. Now, the ownership breakdown of the company is the general public owns about 68%, public companies 19%, institutions 8%, and individual insiders own 3.4%. Now, the insiders, though, have only sold shares in the past 3 months to a year. Now, this doesn't really worry me too well because it is a developmental company ramping up 2 mines that are going to be in production, and there's been no negative news about those 2 specific mines. So my buy, hold, or sell recommendation on Lithium Americas, here are my thoughts. I feel the next catalyst is funding via a partner, which will push the stock higher. The company is set to be a major lithium producer, and it's good that's going to be in the United States, so we don't have that China political factor going and them like saying, hey, we're taking back all the lithium batteries if we don't like you right now. Long-term lithium demand will outstrip supply, which will definitely make all lithium stocks profitable over the long term. So the Lithium Americas proposed mine, Thacker Pass, was given the go, and the big question is, what's next? The next step for the company is to announce that partner to help fund the mine. Once that news happens, I feel that the stock will definitely skyrocket, maybe to the 30 range, like the other stocks have recently. The company has recently completed a round of funding for the $100 million mark, and then another round for $400 million, which closed about a week ago. Now, there are 2 catalysts that will take this stock higher that I see. Now, the love of Teslas and all EVs in general, the investors will soon turn their attention onto the EV supply chain. All roads basically in the EV market lead to lithium. So if you control the supply chain for the batteries, that's a good thing. Now, the second catalyst, if you're betting the Joe Biden administration bump, will actually be able to pass an infrastructure plan that might be bet you're hoping for. So if he passes that infrastructure plan, that will be a huge boost, and everybody's going to be jumping in to the EV market, regardless of EVs in general or the supply chain that comes out of it. Now, regardless with the projects and the market itself, which have not yet fully established, though, the stock remains a speculative investment. And I only say speculative investment because the company is still in the developmental stage. So once they start actually going in and producing the product from the mine, we don't know, how much they're really going to be able to get out of the ground. So that's why I'm saying it's still speculative. We have a projected how much they're going to get from the mines, but that's all speculation right now. That's why it's a speculative stock. The biggest risk I see, though, in the short term is a general pullback in the markets. And if there's a general pullback in the markets, you're going to see this decline slightly with the markets. Now, with all that being said, I am a very long-term speculative bull on this stock. I'm a long-term buy and hold strategy over the few years to come on this company. I would wait to get into the stock at the right price, though, which would be around $18.20 a share. Now, if the markets fluctuate this week, you might be able to get in $18 to $20, but maybe not. With all that hype right now in the EV market, this might not be obtainable in the short term, but there has been recent pullback of the price from the all-time high of 29. In the short term, though, there's going to be heavy volatility, so this is for a risk-tolerant investor. Investors in the basic materials sector will want to keep a close eye on this company as it attempts to continue its solid performance. So there you have it, folks. And always don't forget to smash that like button down below and consider subscribing to this channel and hit that notification bell if you like to hear daily stock recommendations and update and analysis. Until the next stock update video later today, folks. Ciao.